Hello. Welcome back. It's me. Despite everything, it's still me. Hi, everyone. Pause that music. Put on in-game music. Nebulous' in-game soundtrack is terrific. Why would you ever not have it going? What are you doing, Commander? Don't make me think about Broken Arrow. It's not here yet. It's not fair. I don't want to think about Broken Arrow again for like 3 months. Maybe, yeah, 3 months, because that'll be April. And then, like, the countdown can start beginning in my head as I start counting the days, like 60 days. I think I can handle 60-day countdown. I think I can get there. But I can't think about it till April. It's too raw. It's too painful. Hey, we got 8. Nice. If anyone else wants to join, I'll make it a 10. I see Barley's into it. Do we have anyone else who wants to join? Here, I'll stick it onto a... Yeah, I'll stick it onto a 10. And then we can see how many people want to join overall. It also lets people flick around. Looks like we could use one more player to make it a true 10v10. Hi everyone. For those of you who caught the Discord announcements, you know what's up. For those of you who didn't, I'm taking a... Is the word sabbatical? Is that what it means? Google Jarvis, what is a sabbatical? A period of leave. Period of paid leave. Uh-oh. Period of paid leave granted to a university teacher or other worker for study or travel, traditionally 1 year for every 7 years worked. Okay, that's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm taking some time off because I'm fucked up. I'm taking a burnout break. So... Oh, my baby boy wants some food. Technically, this is not a sabbatical you're working. Well, also, yeah, many other reasons it clearly isn't from the description I just read. But yeah, I made a Discord announcement about it, but I'm just like, well, fucked up at the moment. I'm detecting that I'm burned out, and I'm trying to cut off the burnout by stopping working basically for a longer time than I've already been very inconsistent lately, but for a longer time. You might ask though, like, well, Beagle, you're here streaming though, what's up? So, also as part of this announcement, I was like, I don't want to completely stop doing everything every weekend with you guys, because, especially right now, I mean, you could say the world is fucked up for the last, like, God, almost a decade now, and be correct, and, you know, even longer than that, really. And it would still be true, but, you know, it's just like an extra fuck time at the moment, I think, for a lot of people in the community. And so I didn't want to just, like, stop showing up, because that's kind of shitty. I think it'd be nice for us to continue to have at least one thing we do together every weekend still, even if I take some, I don't know, weeks off. Don't know how long I'll be off at this point. So I decided, why don't we aim to do some community multiplayer each weekend? Like maybe I'll observe and spectate you guys playing different multiplayer games, strategy games, shooters, I don't know, whatever the hell, really. Transform Ice, Worms Armageddon. Total Geek says, I'm so fricked up, burnout, it's just normal. Yeah, I know. It's awful, isn't it? Yeah. By the numbers. But I wanted to still do stuff like this. That's what we're doing. So I'm gonna observe a... Propane Soup says, honestly, I'm glad to have a commentary stream. I really like them from Total War. Higlock says, hey Peaks, bye Peaks. hey Higlock, bye Higlock. I'm not sure if we're gonna get a 10th. So I can add a bot, or you guys can do it 8v8. But yeah, I wanted to watch you guys play 0K together today. And I think we may still after this, because I'm not sure how much I'm going to like spectating Nebulous. I love playing it so far. I'm not sure if I'll feel like it's not entertaining enough for me to spectate it, but we'll see. Just because, like, I think the game feels very fast-paced when you're in it, but I'm not sure how slow-paced it might feel when I'm not in charge of what's going on. But we'll see. Like, it might be quite fun to watch and spectate. We'll see. Had player slots. But anyway, there wasn't enough people who wanted to play 0K, it felt like, but fuck it, like, I think it was 4, so after we play a bit of Neb, we might do some 0K as well, even if it's 2v2. Thank you, Brett.
Wishing you a Ellen sabbatical.
Thank you very much for your $2, Brett, I appreciate it, thank you. Here, we'll do, what map y'all want? Okay, that's that. They want Tumbleweed. Lumpy says, good luck today. I've been watching a lot of Nebulous since you started it. Great game. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm going to keep playing it. It's really fun. It's very addictive. I load it up sometimes when I'm not doing anything else just to be like, I want to try a new missile. You know what I mean? Dyson says, any plans for a Sven-Co-op round 2 on your sabbatical, or is that more... We can't call it a sabbatical. I'm not taking paid leave. Well, I guess you guys still subscribe to me, so technically it is paid leave, actually. But I'm not going on it to travel. I'm going on it because I'm fucked up. So it's like a fucked article instead. Anyway, I probably wouldn't organize that during my fucked article. But, I do want to do that again this year, yes. Absolutely, I do. Gotta ready up, gamers. Oh, bing bong? What the fuck was that? Wait, spectators have to ready? Oh. Of course we do. Gonna learn the spectator controls. I assume it's identical to normal controls. Alright, we good. Let's-a go. Okay, I was just chatting to Swift too as well for a sec, so I was like 10% distracted there as well. That's insulting. It's like, oh, you only spend 10% of your brain on Swift. 10% of my time, 100% of my brain. My dear friend Swift. Spectator mode. Okay, I think there's a POV button I can press. POV. So I'm going to try to use that during this. Fundubi says, just be careful not to spoil builds and if things are dead. Oh, yeah. So I didn't read your first message. You can talk and play during the game as well. Yes. Yes, if they're in Von and I feel like there's a bunch of dead air, I might hop into their voice channels just to hear what's going on. I liked doing that in... What was the other game where I did that? Was that in Supreme Commander? Dawn of War? I can't remember. So is Supreme Commander the last thing I expected you guys doing? It might be, because I played Dawn of War. But Subcom I very quickly was like, fuck this, I'm just going to watch, and it was way more fun. Obviously, I say this every time because I have to, but obviously, if you are playing in the matches, do not have this stream on, or you will be excommunicated. You will be the opposite of the point of the multiplayer community togetherness nights. You will be excommunicated from the community. You will be banished. You'll be banished from the tournaments. Yeah, no, I realize what fun to be meant now is fun to be meant, don't, while talking to the players, if I do a mid-match interview, spoil anything. But what I like to do last time is I like just kind of jumping into the voice channels and listening. And being like, what are they talking about now? Tungsten Crescendo is such a cool name. Gobbo. I like that their fleet name is Gobbo. Symphonious plus 2 escorts. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be worse at spectating this game than playing it, I can tell you, but... Let's try and see what's going on. A little rocket shuttle. This might be good for me learning things. This isn't gonna be actually, like, commentary yet. I just need to, like, learn how this works. Okay, so what's going on? Oh, that's a really nice UI. Wow! That's a really nice UI for spectating, actually. Wow, that's so good. I was not expecting something so convenient. Why are they sharing about bending? Did they vibe into each other? No, they're way far away from each other, it's okay. Can I see their radar ranges? Can I see what they can see? Not particularly, I don't think. I haven't got like blue bubbles when I click on them, which would be nice. To be able to be like, oh, they can see this person. But I guess that's what the POV function is for. How do I put the POV on? Nebulous says, I think you can click on or hover over missiles to see which secret they're using when they're flying. Cool. I think the button for POV was P, but it's not working. P, left bracket, right bracket. Yeah, I would imagine that's what I want to kind of like see radar ranges and stuff, but I can't get it to work, so I'm probably not going to worry about it too much right now. I'm just going to enjoy for once getting to see fucking everything. Wow. This game is so easy when you can just see everything at once. What's going on? So Benny here has a carrier, Sheerjank. So their alliance? There's a Solomon there, yeah. So blue team is alliance, okay, yeah. Benny has a levy and a clear skies. This is like an adaptation of Task Force Maple. I think this is the Task Force Gaijin that Benny made. With all the Tantos. Yeah. I've played against this last time. It's scary. There's a lot of Tantos, and they have a lot of really good BVR missiles. Here comes the first fly to them. After having got the CWAX up. I gotta not just spectate the fighters all the time, but god, I love fighters. Sorry guys, I'm really biased. Oh, this CWAX looks cool as fuck, too. I just love aircraft with radar dishes on them. I just think radar dishes are neat, honestly. So that CWAX is going downhill, down here. Combat music. Who's fighting already? Is it you guys? Who is this? This is Minamiko's 3 Vauxhalls. And then there's Trazin, it was his Necrons, Orkan, and Kriya. What have we got? I don't know the ship weapons, so it's time to learn. Fireman says, look at the third icon from the left under the ship icons in the corners for radar detect or not. Oh, like if they can detect each other, yeah. This is Mina's 3 Vauxhalls. Going up against, who is this? UAS. This is Philip. One of Philip's ships, which is a little clipper with rocket pods on it. Oh, poor little thing. Philip Stafford. And then coming in behind, Gobbo Greasy. Which player is this? Is this... No, it's not Gof. Oh, their name is Greasy. I don't know. Who is Greasy in the community, or is this someone who's jumped in? And these are 2 Axfords. No, this is Alliance. What ship type is this? I haven't even played of Alliance, like, ships that align yet. They look cool as fuck. I love their little icon, too. However, the icon of the weapon symbols? Hang on, what do you mean? Oh, this Vauxhall is getting fucked up. 2 fleets at once, right? Yeah, because you've got Gobbo and UAS. You got Greasy and Phillips fleets, both tag teaming here. What's Fungi up to? Fungi is just a Moreland carrier of a whole bunch of shit going on, a whole bunch of scouts and fighters. And then you have Gof. Is this the Monitor fleet? No, this is little sprinters, little speed racers.
The enemy is securing zone common.
They're all just chilling down here mostly, okay. But Gof does have a couple here in the Vauxhall fight. I think. No, that's on the other side. So the Vauxhall fight is just 2-on-1 here at the moment, though. There's no one else for Alliance supporting these Vauxes. And they're getting fucked up. UAS Snug Ore. What kind of weapons are you firing? Is this the broadsiding things? No, they're oscillating turrets, it seems. I love how you can see them glowing from the fire. It looks like Mina's gonna get her Vauxhalls into rock cover from some of the barrage, at least. But that one is so fucked up. Trazin here is in huge fucking trouble. Look at the damage control screen. That thing is crippled, right? You're lucky your reactor's not going off. Still getting some countermeasures off, which means something's coming in to require countermeasures. Oh! Little Speed Racer! Look at this thing! Oh, Sprinter, what are you doing? This little Sprinter is just going in close range on these 3 light cruisers. My god, the rockets! Oh, that's reactor hit. I love being able to, like, watch the damage flash and the damage control scene immediately. That is a very successful little Sprinter immediately. Philip D. Stafford will die now. It's time to abandon ship. But Philip D. Stafford, I think, just did their job and earned themselves a great deal of value for points. Oh, the poor thing is completely offline. Is the crew gonna get out before the reactor goes off? Man, watching this game makes me want to play it again. I feel like I'm immediately wrong about it being boring to spectate potentially though, because no, it's actually super fun. Just getting to like sit here and just watch all the details and like look around at things, very cool. And getting to actually see how this game works apart from doing carrier shit. Anyway, 40 seconds to get off that ship. We'll see if that fucking happens for you. They've already fixed the reactor leak. No! 27 seconds! But the Oracan is still, maybe on inertia, still going towards the other two Vauxhalls. That looks more than close enough for a big problems. Oh no, I mean... No, Annika is going towards it! Aniki, no! I'm about to, no! 10 seconds. Are they both in range? I think we might be trying to correct that now of separating Trezin from Orican. 2, 1... Where's the earth-shattering kaboom? Oh god, are those life pods in the way as well? Well, it looks like they fixed the reactor leak in Orican, guys. No worries. Everything's fine. Actually, though, did they? Or is it just delayed react? That does not look like they fixed it. Did they actually fix it? Looks like on both sides the reactor leaks didn't go off. That was down to the wire. That was like literally 1 seconds. I don't know enough about the game to say that definitively, but that really looked like that was like a 1 second bomb defuse. Anyway, you can see Greasy's Gobbo fleet here. These two, I don't even know what to call them. That's how much of a scrub I am. Ocello. That's how much of a scrub I am. You can see they're coming over the top. I want to come back when that starts going down because those Vauxhalls look like they're in fucking trouble. Meanwhile, Benny's doing BVR things over here. I hate these fucking missiles. Coming in to get the carrier fighters for Fungi Alex. Fungi Alex is doing alliance carrier things. But Fungi Alex's fighters are staying within PD nets, so they're not going to get taken out by those missiles, which is nice for them. Benny's going around... Oh! Firing anti-ship missiles now. On to... Who is this? Ghost's little fucking sprinters. Nice hits! I'm a carrier pervert. I love to see a good anti-ship missile strike. That sprinter's just fucking dead. That one is not happy, but it will be okay if it doesn't get followed up on. Whoa! Even more of these things going off. Repulse missiles. These are anti-missile missiles coming in against a strike on the Solomon. Ooh, which doesn't stop them all at all. With more on the way! Is that a torpedo? Almost got through. That's from Fungi's fighters here, I think. Big, strong energy having these missiles have a lowercase name. Solomon, not in the best shape, but not dead yet. However, these Alliance line ships up here are now getting fire on it. These are the ones that were fucking up the Vauxhalls before. You can see over here, Orican is totally escape podding. Totally done. Very dramatic and bad times for Trezin here as the Ocellos come around behind. Like, just really ominously, to be quite honest, from the rear. I've been in this position against the boss of this gym this weekend. I know how this feels. Trezin going for rock cover, but I think it's going to be well too late. Firing solution very much achieved. I don't think this Vauxhall is very long for this world. Stu says, if I want to learn how to play this, should I just watch your VODs of you learning? Yes! That'd be the easiest way. That thing's fucked. All over but the pretty explosions. Is that all of Mina's ships? No, we can easily go and see. One more holding on strong. For right this minute, Anrakir is status green. But Anrakir is also retreating from the line ships over there. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to run. Right back into the firing arcs of Tungsten Crescendo and Titanium Overture, which are beautiful ship names, by the way. I love how you can express your creativity in this game in ways like that. I mean, I think Mina knows, but I also think there's not a lot Mina can do here. About to get done from both ends. Ooh, missiles going in. Active range, HE frag. These are anti-craft. They were going for Highball, I think, but Highball actually dodges those? Did they chaff? Failure of the missiles there. Highball just goes straight past them. These katanas, these tantos, are loaded with 10 AMRAAMs and 5 Tornado Block 2s. What's the difference? Oh, AMRAAMs are just size 1 missiles, Tornadoes are size 2s. Okay, so this is pure Void Superiority loadout. Got CWAX over here. What's going on with the rest of the map? Goph's got like their little sprinter fleet down here, being really fucking creepy, honestly, underneath this like rock face. But where would they even be going? This is an Alliance Clipper, so it's just a little baby scout ship. I mean, who's controlling the zones? Let's have a look at who's got the control points. That's what really matters. Is we've got B point. They're fighting over that point. A isn't being contested. The Volks are all dead from Mina, so D's gonna get taken. Yeah, oh shit, by the way, it's happening again. Okay, so the Solomon is having a terrible fucking day. This doesn't look good for Alliance right now, you know? Oh, that thing is fucked!
Enemy is securing zone eclipse.
Fucking, I need a fuck article. This thing needs some time off work. Look at this thing. What is the Trap and Clap hitting it with here? Another little rocket, sprinter. No, what are these things called? What is the Alliance Corvette called? How did I get that before?
Testing zone eclipse.
One's called a Sprinter and one's called a Clipper. I can't remember where to see their names anymore. There it is, Clipper, yeah. Another rocket Clipper, basically. Looks like it's had a really fun time with the Solomon here, which is fucked. Damaging crews are running around, having the end of their FTL campaign, basically. The Alliance up here, UAS, that's Philip, is hitting with their plasma cannons, which melt off all the armor, as I understand it. And they also look really cool when they hit, which is the other cool thing they do. They just look cosmetically pretty. I love fuchsia explosions. Yeah, I don't think Jarvis is going to get out of this one. So that Solomon looks fucked. What does that leave left? Whatever fighting is going on. Continuing... Oh, that's a cool view. Continuing BVR from Benny. Nice hits. I mean, obviously I usually hate that because that's usually happening to me. But as a spectator, I have no biases, so I can just watch these fucking... Goddamn, I hate these fucking things. Fucking tornadoes. Fucking SDM2s. I hate them. I hate them so much. Anyway, you can see them being very effective. Benny's doing Benny things. Benny's a jet pervert like me, so I think Benny fell very naturally into wanting to do this strategy. Of, doing BVR jet stuff. Oh, there's a little bomber running away too, which is going to get hit up by the size 1 missiles now, I think. Is Whistler closing in? This Sturgeon's not long for this world. There's ship cannons also going on it.
The enemy secured zone Atlas.
Another AMRAAM off for another group of Kudas over here. That one might have lost track, I think. But it's a dogfight now. Size 2s and size 1 missiles going in. They're just on the run. They're not going to get away.
The enemy is securing zone eclipse.
Philip. Where does that put Benny's sphere of influence? You can see that Goph's squadron, I'd say, Goph's fleet is doing the most here. Goph is coming underneath. Whoa! Something really interesting right now. Wait, what the hell? You got another one? There was another Solisman. Cool Hand Teasy Greasy. Who the fuck are these people? Cool Hand Teasy Greasy here. Unfortunately, get an even cooler hand by Goph's little ambush fleet of Rebel Alliance Clippers with rocket pods on them. This is all I do with carriers as ANS is rockets. I'm glad to see it's the same even if you use real ships. 17 destroyed components, 6 disabled, and 4 fires. The Solomon looks fine if you look at it from this side. It's less happy from this side. I think we're going to actually go into that rock at this rate. Looks good. It almost looks like you're going to... Yeah, you're like lost control. So that's very bad because that was like the last big combat ship that the Alliance had. Even though the Alliance are still technically ahead on points right now, I don't think it's going to last. Solomon finally got repairs. Well, we'll see if Solomon fine. Nothing going down on the bottom side of the map. They do need to take points to win, of course. But they are also ahead in tickets, so Alliance, I think, only just got ahead in points. I think their little ship was beating... No, I think Precise Nature Catastrophe was just holding on to the E point, but that's done now. As soon as one of the Alliance gets up to that point, it's done. More importantly, it's so far from the end of this match, and there's so little, like, combat power, I feel like, left, except for Benny at this point. Like, Greasy, there's a Greasy on either team, I don't get it. Cool Hand TZ Greasy has 2 sprinters, as above and so below, which are having little Corvette fights with each other here, I guess. Where's so below? Well, they're below. Who would you know? Benny's lost their picket. Where was Clear Skies? Oh, fucking dead as fuck, apparently. I'm trying to find the wreck. Where did Clear Skies go down? Can't focus on it. Did the thing, what? Did the thing reactor blow? Must be gone. Must be completely gone. Oh, and that's no good either. Benny orders the ASM strike on these incoming sprinters. Clippers, sorry. But they are occluded by rocks, and that's not going to hit them. The problem with that is CRF Sheer Jank is really the only firepower Alliance has, unless that Solomon buffs out. Sheer Jank is also seems to be being engaged from actual ships. Looks like we're firing on him, yeah. Gobbo is firing on the Alliance carrier now, and I don't think it's going to stand up very much. Usually carriers don't have much going on with them because you want to save all those juicy points for fighters and ordnance. I imagine we have like 1. No, we have 2. We have 2 damage control squads. We're not a totally zombie kind of ship. But unless a strike gets up with a whole bunch of anti-ship missiles real quick, I think this might be the end of the match. Unless Solomon's coming good. Solomon is... I don't know, Solomon has more red numbers than last time I checked. So probably not a great time for Solomon. I like Gobbo's positioning here. Being able to hit both Sheer Jank and the Solomon at once. And everyone's surrendering now, that's going to be it for Alliance. We don't even need to go anywhere near the victory points limit for that one. It's funny because usually it's very much the wins are decided by victory points, but this match was very much just decided by annihilation, right? Like, Cookie Jarvis and Mina's fleets just got fucked up really early on their own, and I just don't think there was enough support for them, right? Like, just not enough grunt on the front lines, I think, to support those big assets. Because, poor Mino over here, too, just getting, like, 2v1'd as well very quickly. Rip. That was fun to watch, though. That was more fun to watch than I expected, so that was good. I kind of started to get the idea, too, as we got on during that. Philip O. Stafford. Flagship of the Philip fleet. 6.5k damage. Godspeed, you little clipper. Jarvis, clip that. 10,000 damage and 7 sorties from the katana is very nice. Precise nature of the catastrophe had a bit of a catastrophe itself. This battleship did better though. BB-112 with the solid 7k damage, it did better. And then unfortunately the Vauxhalls just, I think they really just wandered into the wrong place at the very wrong time. Very unfortunate for them. The Sturgeons had a good run as well. I imagine they did a lot of damage to the battleship while I wasn't looking. Oh, you have a book reader. Yeah, Mina's fleet is a cute color, isn't it? Mina has a really nice icon too. Ponderous title. Was this the Ocellos? There's 2 big Alliance ships. I need to learn what they are. I haven't even touched Alliance line ships. The only reason I know about, sorry, not Alliance, OSP. The only reason I know about Alliance ships is because I've trained to kill them with carrier craft. I haven't trained to kill Alliance ships, sorry, OSP ships, I don't even know what we have. Gobbo did great. 23k damage, good job. Let's get another lobby going. Host. Another one is up, all of you. feel free to join in again. Return to pillars. Cal says it's a starter fleet to us, a lift fleet. So what are the names of the Alliance ones? There's... Then you can, so they can try to fit in for a 5v5 at player limit. Count spectators. Yeah, if we have too many, I can go for a 5 again, but I don't think we had enough for a 5 last time. Okay, looks like we might this time, though. So I'll make it a 10 player and we'll see. Raffle can even raffle here. You can always raffle here. See, Astolfo may just also want to spectate. Lance Curlin is the Axford, yeah. Yeah, because we don't get like a battleship per se, right? We get the carrier instead. We get the super carrier. Blinker says raffle want to be one of the fighter squadrons. Yeah, Twitch integration, Nebulous mod. Alright, we can use one more player to make this 10v10 roll round out. Cool hand teasy greasy. Do I know you from the Discord? I do not recognize your name. Where do I know you from? Nutsat says, can send the links in the channel later tonight. Oh, Nutsat says, Arsnap Beagle, I forgot to send a list of good modern maps. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, cool. Probably a bit late for right now, but that's all good. For next time we play this, because I know I'm going to keep playing this game. It's too fun. That's Durox. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I know Durox, of course. Only 2 people, including spectators, can join the room. It's a very super model fight? Yeah. Lone Wolf, can you not do spectator games of 5v5s? Because they're saying, I think, only 10 people can join the room. Can you change your pre-lobby? Maybe I have to do it pre-lobby? You can't get 5v5 with spectator yet. That's weird. Honestly, that's quite weird. Benny says fungi is wrong. Okay, who's right, who's wrong here? Can anyone else join right now to play? Not so lame. Wolf says hosted lobbies are locked to 10 players. You need a dedicated server for more players. Okay, that's kind of lame. Apparently, non-dedi, we can only do 10 players, including spec. So only 4v4s with me watching. Sorry. That's kind of lame. Philip has left. Now we don't have enough for a 4v4. Stoop says, is there anyone good enough to count as 2 players? See you, Lone Wolf. Have a good one. One of you can come back. Got a team scramble, the winners and the losers. So we, okay, we got Benny and Mina were Alliance. Fungi and Goaf were OSP, so that works. And then Cool Hand Teasy, Barley, Philip, Cookie Jarvis. That kind of works. Barley is new, I think. I don't think Barley was in the last match. We're going to Caltrop because I hate them. No, let's go to, actually, let's go to the stand. Let's go to Pillars. Alright. How do you do that thing where, like, it pinged me to ready up? I want to do it to them. Oh, Philip's out again. Phil McDyson says, I haven't even bought the game to make it fair for everyone. That's pretty fair of you, McDyson. That's pretty fair. Hey, Sis Nevils, how are you? Let him use this 6,000 point fleet. Yeah, we're in control. We can have fleets as big as we want. Thank you, Philip. That's nice of you. You're very generous, Philip. The custom banners and colors thing very directly flashes me back to Homeworld 2. I really like it. Very direct. Very direct memory. Core memory for me. You can spectate official servers as well? Yeah! Well, I would, but the whole point is community MP right now. But yeah, in general, that's a good tip. Thank you, Fundoobie. That is a good tip. Especially for people wanting to learn to play the game. Sounds really good. They're trying to get us on voice channels. Oh, true, Philip. That's true. Yeah, I guess you could. Then we could 5v5. That could be fun. Maybe we can try to do that on one of these. See how we go. You just gotta go to the public sports field rather than playing in your backyard. Alright, we are ready. Gaming. I still haven't done container bombing, but I love that it's a thing. God bless the OSP. I still want to know like what the politics are behind the two factions. I just think that's important once you pick a main. Why is the OSP fighting the Alliance? Probably because they're being taxed. Too much or not enough, one way or the other. Tungsten nuggets. Code of plates. This is Goph's monitor fleet, I think. Philip says, so the leaders of the OSP are called barons. Okay. Okay. Serial peacemaker. Precise nature to catastrophe is coming back in. Ravemobile, we like the sound of that. IGL buns is my kind of shit. What have we got to get? This is pillars, isn't it? I put it on? Yeah. The default, the standard. I'm used to playing on this side, though. Gridget says Serial Peacemaker is an incredibly good name for a ship. It is. Linky says, wait, who has a fucking schlock mercenary reference for a ship name? I don't know what that is, so which name is that? The comment says Maxim 55 is, it's only too many weapons if they're pointed in the wrong direction. Serial Peacemakers from Schlock Mercenary? I've never heard of that. Okay. So, once again we have... Let's look at the teams. This time I'll actually try to get a look at them before stuff starts. Oh, 1998. The Cold War has ended. Cookie Jarvis right here with the Big Solomon again. Barley bringing a pair of Vauxhalls. I should get better at seeing what they have, too. Looks like mostly guns. Gun Vauxhalls. And Maxim 55, which is a whole shitload of missiles on a little... Is that a Keystone? No, it's a Reigns. Jarvis, just... Okay, you got some missile launchers. Does that mean they're S1s? Because it's VLS1. Some missile launchers and absolute ton of PD. Tactical missile launcher? Torpedo launcher? And then, I don't know what TLS is. And then 3 fairly big looking cannons. I can use my eyes. Probably has tons of torps on one of those Volks. Keep an eye on that. Oh, so maybe TLS is torpedo, yeah. TLS equals turret launch system. Okay. I see it on the back. Oh, it looks cool as hell. I want broken arrow back. Okay. Darox here with their own battleship. So once again, both the battleships are on Alliance team.
The enemy is securing Zone Eclipse.
Medium-mounted hangar, so a couple of fighters and a lot of cannons. Some electronic support with some light cannons on these. Wait, and another one? So Snuffles also. This is a 3 Solomon Alliance team. No carrier this time. Just 3 battleships. Boy, I'm the US Navy aviators in World War II, and I wish I could meet this fucking team right now. Oh my god. It's a beam one. Is this boss of the gym? No, it's Ravemobile. Okay, and there is an electronic warfare. Reigns as well, frigate. Then Benny's got... Oh, and don't tell me it started already. Not in a way anyone cares about. Benny's got a pair of... What are these? Acello command cruisers. So this is our... Yeah, Axford and Knotford. This is Benny's OSP Axford fleet, basically. Fungi Alex with... What's this? Mash Driver and T-30 cannons. I don't know what the hell this thing's job is. Monitor. Moorline class line ship. Isn't this the carrier, but they've turned it into something else? They're a container bank launcher instead. So people casting this fire. I wouldn't call it I'm doing casting yet, but I am watching it. Hostilities have begun. With Benny's, not Axford's, engaging Ravenbeal over here. I'm pretty sure this is not what Ravenbeal wants, because Ravenbeal is a beam ship. Actually can't really measure distances very well in this spectator view. But I'm going to eyeball that and say that is nowhere near where Ravenbeal wants to be. So Ravenbeal is probably going to try to run the fuck away. I imagine with the heavy armor of the Solomon it will... Well, I was going to say get away with getting the cover without too much damage. But... These are big guns, right? This is Mark 66 cannons. I don't know what caliber that is, but I know that there's multiple of them. I know that there's 2 of them per turret, and they look fairly large. Again, just using my eyes, pretty big looking bullets. And the fact that they're going through the Solomon's armor means they are pretty fucking big. So bad times for you. Goph's brought the Monitor fleet, as expected those names, with a bunch of plasma cannons and other cannons on board. Is that the plasma on the front? It's like a fucking World War I tank. Oh, Mark 66 is 450mm? Nice. And some PDs. Little brawler fleet by the look of it, with their cute little icon. And Mina is bringing, on the Alliance team this time, also her own Astellas by the look of it. So this is very much a battle of the big ships. Like, you've got brawler fleet. It's just fungi with what looks like artillery here, I think, with the container launcher things. But then it's like Ocellos, monitors, lots of brawling to be done, which is good for, you would imagine, a Beam Solomon, if the Beam Solomon can, you know, stop getting fucked. The Beam Solomon is actually having quite a hard time getting to cover. The Ocellos are, like, flanking out very nicely. I love Benny's positioning on this. Way ahead of its attempt to get behind the rock, keeping angle on it, keeping the pie sliced. What else is going on around the match? Anything? Oh, this is Fungi's fleet with the mines. I know that this fleet from Fungi looks dumber than it is in practice. This is just a little cap corvette down here, hanging out. Is perceived. Who perceives you? Ah, this thing. Having a little corvette fight again, with carpet skin here of a couple of T-20 cannons. Oh, he's actually catching some strays from... what? Catching some strays from the Precise Nature to Catastrophe up here from the Solomon. Gonna get in the cover now before it gets hit too badly. So far in this fight v fight, I2 here only has 1 cannon. Does it only have 1 barrel? Yeah. So outgunned by a factor of 2. Clipper v Sprinter here. There's also a VLS launcher on carpet skin. I wonder what it's got on board. Whoa, hey! No longer outgunned because he came around the rock. Probably not paying a ton of attention. Whose is this? This is Goph. Goph might have better things to worry about right now because I think Goph, if they knew exactly what was going on here, might have wanted to stay behind that rock. The fight is going great for Goph here. I was gonna say until the battleship got involved, but actually that thing's just fucking dead. Actually just destroyed. Not dead yet, I guess, but whip this thing the fuck out. You got a reactor leak there. Does Gray just mean CIC out, or does Gray mean actually, like, can't come back? Looks like CIC is out. I think it took a cannon hit. Cord? Gray name is dead. Okay, that's, like, structurally gone. No, it isn't structure broken. What does structure broken mean? Let's have a look at what else is going on, meanwhile. The escort EW frigate is called Stage Crew. I love that. Ravenbeal and Stage Crew. So Ravenbeal is going to get into cover here and do some healing. Nothing here that can't be fixed. Basically whole health bar. Okay. That structure destroyed, right? So what killed this one then? Why is it gray even though it isn't structure broken? What's gray about this thing? Because there's no restores on this ship, and it's got a dead reactor. Right, right. So if this ship had restores and DC on board... Not even DC on board, I see. But if the ship had that, then it wouldn't turn gray because it'd still have a chance, even though it's in the same state. I'm just trying to understand the UI of the game. What's going on meanwhile? Whoa, wow, oh, wow, wow, woo, wow. Stupid noises, because look at this. You be care, I wake here. This battleship, I'd like to know how they know about this, or if they're just checking the spawn. I think maybe I1 here might have spied it out. Because this fucking battleship is about to pop over the hill and crest on both of Mina's Ocellos back here. What are Mina's Ocellos up to? They're really far back at the spawn holding B. They're engaging the Vauxes here for Barley. The sideways maneuverability of the Vauxhalls is really impressive, honestly. Like, watching them dodge the fire is really cool. Especially because of how slim their side profile is. But the fight is sprung. Darox's Teasy Greasy's Solomon here, popping up over the hill. Not worrying about going back to cover anytime soon, just popping straight up. Getting how many guns on target? Lots of, not even guns, how many barrels? A lot. 6, 7, 8 of those firing. How much damage has been taken already? Not too much, honestly. Not too much at all. Meanwhile, down here, more importantly, Precise Nature to Catastrophe is getting fucked up on its own again, which is kind of the story of last match, too. Carpet Skin is still engaging it. How the fuck is Carpet Skin not dead to you yet? Carpet Skin doesn't give a fuck. Is actually putting fire into the Solomon. The Solomon is so fucked up because its Ghost Monitor fleet has come out of nowhere. Well, that's the secret of being a spectator. When you don't pay attention to the match, everything's out of nowhere. A little fleet of all these plasma cannons and normal guns going off. And they're fucking this thing up. I'm scared of monitors after watching this. Wow, that thing is getting obliterated. Beam. Yeah, Beam is coming. The Raidmobile is coming in over the top now to try and engage the monitors. This is probably going to be bad for the Raidmobile too, though, because, again, Benny has continued their, like, slicing the pie all the way around. And is just in a great position to continue to pummel Raidmobile as Raidmobile tries to get in here to help. So now Raidmobile, trying to help Cookie Jarvis's Solomon, is just going to end up being the next thing to get tag teamed by these two fleets at once. The beam is going off, though, and look at all the damage it does so quick. Magazine goes down. Those lasers are terrifying. They do so much so quick. Carolyn says, I just built a 6-monitor fleet that's the same 450mm gun count as Solomon. Yeah, I saw that. You called it like the disassembled Solomon? It's like Power Rangers. You put them all together into a mech. I like it. Yeah, so this bad boy is going to have a terrible time. Is that desync or are they actually missing because they're fucked up? I think it was an actual miss. Their radars and tracking and stuff, and they must be panicked because that was a big old whiff for that beam. Joe Bob says this is why capital ships need escorts. It is why capital ships need escorts. Rocket containers are coming in. Oh boy! Oh boy, oh boy! Iglog's nasty little fleet of FedEx same-day delivery is on the way. The containers are coming! Doesn't it just feel right to watch this? I don't know what the politics of the OSP are, but I feel like it's the right ones by watching that go in. I don't know, I can't explain it. I support container strikes on my enemies, I guess. Unfortunately, they don't get in there. I don't think they'll be necessary. But I did want to see the containers hit. Temu torpedoes. That's actually a wonderful way to call them. You can see that one of Benny's, not Axford's, Ocellos, whoa, the Godzilla beam, is pretty messed up. A lot of heavy damage on another one there. On the CIC, damn! Straight onto the CIC, too. CIC... Shouldn't have been CIC offline, it was 0%. Did it just, like, luck out and, like, go to 1 HP? But not grey out? Because that's crazy. DT? What's DT? Explain. Reinforced? Oh, is that like a perk of that CIC? I mean, you kind of got to give it to Raidmobile here for hanging on so long, honestly. More containers are coming in, though, but they're all going to miss. Iglog's fleet be like, I'm helping. Mina's still alive over there, too. I want to check in with Mina in a second. These don't seem to be tracking. They're active radar, but they don't seem to be getting in. I think they're getting decoyed too well. Reinforced modules don't break at 0, need to be hit one extra time. Okay, cool. Here come some rockets. Whoa, one finally gets in. Good for you. Morale victory. I'm just commentating today, Private Bones. I'm just watching. I love that Iglog is just like getting in there, just actually like charging with all this shit. Well, yeah, fuck it, let's go. The Solomon is putting up a massive fight here. Notford takes another beam to the face. Reactor getting low, which is not what you want to see if you're on board that ship. I mean, what? It's been like 4 or 5 minutes now? I think it's just impressive how long this thing's lasting while still being in total operation. Like, guns are all still going. I think they're finally starting to knock everything offline, sadly. Ooh, laser hitting that thing. Reactor's fucked. Mission kill. Grayed out. That thing dead. I can't tear my eyes away from the last stand of the Ravemobile. That laser one-shot? Yeah, beam lasers are incredibly scary at close range in this Stoops. They, like, have damage fall off the further away you are from them, but if you're next to them, they just, like, have, like, a billion armor penetration and just, like, go straight through. They're so scary. And so cool. Buns has plasma guns. One of these days he'll get in. Actually, it was the stage crew there, I think, that stopped that container with the PD. I think PD on the Solomon might finally be over. Because it is finally getting fucked up. I will come back to this thing, but what else is going on around the map? Carpet Skin has left the Solomon and everyone else and has moved on to hunt other prey. Like this Vox here? No, that's another Solomon. It's kind of sad the Solomons are off on their own, because honestly, if these Solomons are in the same point, I think they'd be clapping. But of course, it's about the cap points as well. But again, it feels like this match kind of... I don't know. Honestly, kind of won't be. But this one... This time, no. Like, shit is staying up much more. Like, Sir Snuffles' Ravemobile is basically fucking dead, but it is doing damage in return. What else is going on? This is Mina's Ocellos are getting fucked up, meanwhile. She's lost Titanium Overture here, unfortunately. As Serial, Peacemaker, and Touch and Go have maneuvered to finish off the target and strike down.
The enemy secured zone combat.
What is that? We'll get back to that in a second. But yeah, meanwhile, it's Tungsten Crescendo now. Standing alone versus this Solomon coming in. Looks like doing reasonable damage as well. But this Solomon coming in, there's really no escape for Tungsten Crescendo. 2 fleets bearing down on her. I think that was, over here. I think this was Axford or Distance trying to lend some support, but they're gonna be done. Back on the line. It's gonna be a very climactic finale for Ravemobile. It's gonna be a crowd pleaser. I feel really bad for these damage crews. Like, our life pod's not going already. Oh, that's gonna be all hands. Damage crews, you have to just get off the ship. It's too late. You have to get the life pods. 40 seconds. And the fire is not slacking. I feel like the monitor should be backing off. I don't know what range that is. They might be out of range. Is the beam still active? Yes, it's the only thing that is. 1 PDT. A VLS launcher in the beam. Oh dear. 15 seconds. Run! Get to the shuttles! I'm begging you all, get to the shuttles! Oh no. Run, stage crew! Ugh. I think that noise is so primarily pleasing and frightening to me at the same time. Source says, it means Snuffles did manage to draw the attention of 3 out of 4 players in that team. I actually agree that Ravemobile really just sold the idea of the Solomon to me. Even though it died, no shit. Like, that was everything you expect a battleship to be, right? The fantasy of a battleship. Just went in, fought like 1 on 10, 2 on 10, I guess if you count stage crew. Fucked up a bunch of them. And then just like took like 10 minutes to die. Is it all gone? Oh, it's fucked, yeah. Ravemobile is fucking dead. And unfortunately, I mean, Stage Crew, this is where they need to add into this game the surrender feature for individual ships, I think. This is where Stage Crew needs to put their landing gear down, waggle their wings, turn off all weapons, and raise the white flag module.
The enemy secured zone dagger.
Valkyrie says, can you build a Yamato equivalent in game? I mean, that would be the Solomons, right? That would be the battleships. Of which, yeah, there is nothing left. Though, amazingly, there is one life pod that is apparently not just dust, or is that an Alliance life pod? It says, OSP, I mean. It says it's Alliance, so I don't know. Stage crew is all done, I'm afraid. Nothing left, so let's go over to the other side now. Let's see what's going on that is bad for the OSP, because the OSP is doing great so far. OSP. Well, what's going bad for OSP is that Mina's fleet is done. Once again, cut off without any support, really. Trapped on her own. Tungsten Crescendo, it looks like Swiss cheese. And is just serving as target practice now. Amazing that the reactor is not going off. They must have, like, plugged the leak, but it's still offline.
The enemy is securing zone Boxer.
And Barley's, Voxes and Maxim 55 are just, like, kicking it while it's down, just making sure it doesn't get back up. But, UI says gray, so we're mission kill now. I guess there's not enough restores to get it back into fighting. Literally just drive and CIC left, yeah. Or, I don't think CIC anymore. Yeah, it's just drive and whatever that is. What is that? Radar panel. Yeah, get that radar panel back online, that's what counts right now. The match isn't over yet, though. However, I think it's heavily OSP favored right now. It's Barley's not 3 Vauxhalls, 2 Vauxhalls and Maxim 55 here. So again, this is... How do I see your munitions? Right here. Tornado and Riposte. It looks like this thing is actually an anti-fighter picket, or an anti-missile picket. Anti-threat. It's like an Aegis frigate. What's interesting, though, is that Barley's Vauxhalls have already fired all their torpedoes. You can see their mace cells are all 0. So, that's even worse for Alliance here, I think. Because I would say that over on the other side of things, where the OSP one... They've still got tons of ammo, right? They didn't have to rely on torpedoes to win their fights or anything. So once... Well, I was gonna say once this gets repaired a bit more, it's about as repaired as it can get, I think. I think that OSP on the side here is looking far more resolute and ready to go for another round. Whereas I think, like, it's... There is still 2 Solomons over here. I mean, if they get together... Foundry says, did the monsters lose their opportunity explosion? That's a really good question. We'll go look at that in a second. Because, Iwake here popped up to kill the, Ocellos of Mina's, cruisers. And Iwake is still trying to kind of repair some of that damage. Cookie Jarvis took even more of that shit. Cookie Jarvis... Where were you? Oh, Cookie Jarvis was... Cookie Jarvis was the fucker that started all this off, I remember now. The precise nature of the catastrophe was the battleship that got caught on its own, which then necessitated the brave sacrifice of Ravemobile, and now Precise Nature is getting away with it. Precise Nature, I mean, it worked. Precise Nature is getting out of there. But it cost everything. I don't think that there's enough time in this match for Precise Nature to get back into fighting shape, unfortunately. I think you are just another pincushion. Precise Nature living up to its name. Yes, the Precise Nature of the Catastrophe continues to live up to its name in the matches so far, that's true. That's the best part of spectating, folks. As a spectator, you can never make mistakes. Actually, you can, that's a lie. But the players, all you can do is make mistakes. You just get to watch them. It's kind of over. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty hard for Barley and Greasy here to battle Benny's fleet and the Ghost Monitors, along with Fungi still with ammo involved. Whoa! There goes one of Mina's Acellos. One of the cruisers. Yeah, if this was the campaign, you would definitely have retreat time for the Alliance, I think. I think Precise Nature would be hyper-driving out of here. Phyllis says, defeating detail maybe, but with the clock ticking, no time for that. Yeah, like, that's the problem, is Alliance is also winning on points. And where are we moving to? Oh, big cool engines.
The enemy is securing Zone Atlas.
Yeah, Alliance is taking A as well. iWake is going off on their own around to the right side, which is interesting. These guys are perceived, I spotting them. And now they're getting their fire onto Barley's Voxes, onto Barley's cruisers, light cruisers. Now, light cruisers, of course, the hint is in the name. They're not built to tank. Monitors, as I understand it, are very built to tank. They're like destroyers that are super armored. What is their armor meant to be to their front with Monitors? What's the number? It's only to their front, right? Or is it all over with them? All over armor. 48 millimeters? Damn! That's more than an Axford, I think. I think a Axford heavy cruiser only has 40. Neutris is 48, Camelus is 42. Whichever one of you is right, it's still a lot. Is this War Thunder with space? You could look at it like that. It's like very in-depth, nerdy homeworld. Digi-easy. But it's very cool. Buns is coming in. What actually is the armor rating of a Moorland? I fly him, but I don't even know about it. Moorline. 20 mil? Yeah. Not something that wants to be in the mix here. But so are the Voxes. The Voxes also only have 21, I believe. And you can see that with how badly they're getting fucked just instantly. Those plasmas look like they just wreck that armor. You trust this Vox is 30? Oh, okay, then I'm wrong. But still not enough here for what the Moorlines are bringing. Sorry, the Monitors. You can actually see a bit of their armor has been slagged off by that reactor explosion from before. I gotta say, I like the Monitors' shape too. They look really cool. Like little tanks. Vox is 26 mil right now, got nerfed? Oh, okay. Yeah, not 31's plasma hits him, no. I think it is gonna be a brave but foolish resistance here for Barley's Voxes. Where is the rest of the team? Cool Hand Teasy Geezy is not on the same page, unfortunately. Just going to go Cap C of the Solomon. I mean, this is on gold. Cookie Jarvis continuing to quite literally run for retreat. Arguably, the Precise Nature of Catastrophe led the Alliance formation into ruin and is now running away to go and do that to the next battle again. Like a cuckoo bird. Aiming to go and join in another Alliance fleet and also lead it into a terrible position to try and save them. But hero of the Alliance, Benny, with the Axford, planning here to not let that happen. No! Don't let that Solomon get away! Don't let it escape! Hunt it down, Axford! I'm actually kind of impressed this Axford is caught up. You must be on flank, right? I feel like this thing is teleported because I wasn't paying attention to it. Cray says Precise Nature is helmed by Caiaphas Cain himself. No, if it was helmed by Caiaphas Cain, it would bumble, but then accidentally win the battle instead of losing it. And then would get medals. Helmed by Caiaphas Cain would be like accidentally pushing the battleship through the entire OSP line trying to retreat, but somehow they weren't expecting it, and you just tear through all of their ships on the flank and win the battle single-handedly. That's a Caiaphas Kane move. I like the flanking around. I like the aggressive maneuvers from Barley's Volks here. But it ain't gonna be enough. Oh man, you could not pay me to be on this ship. It's kind of like what the Solomon took on, of just being battled from every flank at once for hours, except there isn't the armor here to survive it, or the beam to pay him back hard enough. I'm just watching this thing get torn apart. The other one's already fucked. Cookie running for it. How close are we? We're just kind of seeing if Cookie can retreat at this point.
The enemy is secure.
And then Cool Hand Teasy Greasy's getting in on it. Fighting Carpet Skin over here. Can Carpet Skin kill another battleship? Like Carpet Skin killed one before, that's the question. Stu says, Beagle, would you take $10 billion to be on that ship? No, because I'd be dead. So no, I wouldn't. Well, I don't know. Can I immediately run to the life pods? Maybe. Maybe I take $10 billion to be on that ship. Takes the deal, teleported on board of that ship right now. Instantly gets hit by one of the not Axford's guns. Oh, they're gonna get away with it. Fuck. Axford switch targets.
The enemy is securing zone comment.
Everyone else is gonna die and they're gonna fucking get away with it. They can't keep getting away with it. God damn it. We should play our own tournament that, like, simulates the conquest mode everyone complains got cut from this game, apparently. Where you guys get, like, a total of, like, 15,000 points each or something. And it's a tournament that's played over, like, 5 rounds of the same teams. And every time, like, you lose a ship in the battle, you lose it for good. So you can do, like, tactical withdrawals and keep that ship alive to spend points to repair it for the next match. But if it's gone, it's gone. Or not even, just have like 3,000 points, you only bring back what didn't die, but you have nothing after the first match. If that was the case, Cookie Jarvis would be making a giant strategic win right now. As it's not the case, Cookie Jarvis retreats with a great morale victory instead.
The enemy secured zone comment.
And Carpet Skin unfortunately goes down. Good job, Carpet Skin. Yeah, they're doing a single-player campaign of that now, I believe, which will be interesting. Will be interesting to see. This plus Star Sector could be interesting. All over but the crying now. Don't think there's anything I can do. Yeah, there it is. Literally lost on points as well. Victory, once again, to the OSP. It's a great day to be an OSP fan. I gotta say that, I mean, I think props to Benny for being a stalwart player on the OSP side the entire time. Just really well played, good positioning, where he needed to be to fuck up everything on that side of the map. But also big props to Goth. The Monitor fleet was very scary to watch. I was frightened by them. They are nasty little toads. Very nasty. Very frightening to watch. Riptamina did good damage. 5,000 on this one, 3,000 on this one. But unfortunately caught on her own again. Whether caught or like intentionally holding down that flank, just didn't have the support to stand up on her own, which is similar to last time where she got 2v1 basically. The same thing happened to her here where she just wasn't able to really have a chance in her fight, you know, no matter how she played it, just because positionally wise, she just was outnumbered. As, you know, meanwhile, really the great victory of the Ravemobile was that the Ravemobile had 3 OSP players gunning it down the entire time. Unfortunately, trading Ravemobile for Mina's fleet didn't really play out, I think. Like, Barley did great there, but the other problem is, like, that Cookie Jarvis' battleship was also part of that fight, and Cookie Jarvis got really fucked up there. Unfortunately. In fact, it's kind of amazing because Like, Ravenbeal lasted so fucking long. Whereas Precise Nature to Capacity feels like just fell over and died, just like instantly. It felt like Precise Nature was in the fight and was just like, as soon as it started, was just like crippled. Whereas Ravenbeal just went in and just like was fighting for ages. I don't know what the difference is there. I didn't see what crippled Precise Nature so quickly. Because they've got the same armor, but man, Precise Nature got fucked up. Must have been like missiles or something. But nobody says how you build your BB matters when you put things inside. Maybe, difference in modules are hit by plasma immediately? Yeah, I don't know. Probably a bit of both, right? But I'll tell you what, Ravenbeal really kicked ass. 20,000 damage received. They both received the same amount of damage, to be fair. But one of them did get to do way more damage. Banjo says Stage Crew is providing a lot of anti-missile screen. That's true. Ravenbeal has a support ship, whereas Precise Nature is on their own. Iglog's like, did you see one of my mines hit? I kinda saw that, I think. I think I kinda saw that. That was a cool match, though. I liked watching that. To the victor to the spoils. Let's go again. I'd watch another one of those. Don't know about you guys. I'd watch another one. We have fun here, folks. Back to Spectator for me again. It's so addictive, though. I want to play it myself. Just chatting to my wife. Alright, let's go to a different map. Let's go to... Think about the matches so far. Who have they favored? I would say they've favored longer range victories, right? We've done Tumbleweed. So there's only one map left. It's time to go to this piece of shit, I think. Let me see what the teams look like, too. I want to make sure we got an even balance of winners from the previous matches so that we get, you know, good, interesting matches. Everyone has the most fun possible. Well, that's harder because there's a lot of new people here. But the winners of the last match were a fun guy. And that's it? Okay, so everyone here is new, actually. Okay, so no worries. No problem. Then these teams look good, I reckon. We got a lot of people who want to play this game, that means, actually. That means out of a 4v4 we just had, only one of those people? No, because there's losers, too. People who lost last match. I see 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, no, a bunch. No, a bunch are still back. Benny says, that beam battleship jump scare last game? Yeah, but I liked your positioning on it a lot, Benny. I like the way you sliced the pie out in deep space. I thought your cruisers looked really good doing that. You had really good positioning. Bradley says, I wish I knew if those torps I launched were important or just jumping up and down on an already defeated pair of cruisers. Ooh, I wasn't watching when you launched them, so I was too busy watching Ravenbeal. Is Ravenbeal in this match? I think that's Snuffles, right? I think Snuffles was Ravenbeal. Ah! Mina says pain. Yeah, Mina could tell you. Mina could tell you if the torpedoes were necessary or not. Mina, I feel bad for you because both matches you've been like stuck on your own, getting 2v1'd. With like nowhere to go, getting flanked all over. Mina-san are all praying for you, Mina. Mina-san are all praying for you. We pray for you not to be outnumbered this time. We pray for you not to be 2v1'd. I believe in you, Mina. I believe if you're not 2v1, you can achieve great things. Mina says, I don't think I'm ready for PvP. I reckon... No, you did good damage on your Voxes. No, not Voxes. On your cruisers on the stats. I reckon, from my perspective in Spectator, I think you're just going on your own. I think you just need to, like, follow... Just pick someone else's, like, tanky fleet and just follow it, I reckon. I reckon if you'd gone on the left with the others, you would have been fine. Maybe your team wouldn't have got as many points, but, I mean, you weren't able to hold them on your own anyway. I reckon if you focus on following others and stay behind them, you'll do way better. the only thing happening to you, Mina, is not your play. It's just your strategic like positioning. I think is you're on your own. Play with your team, follow your team, and you're gonna do way better, I reckon. So I noticed that there was a lot of ships that were shelling reactor killed ships long past them getting killed. Did the players not know the health of enemy ships? They don't know it perfectly, no. The only thing they can see of enemy ships is they can see what we can see visually. So they can see holes on the ship, they can see atmosphere leaks like steam clouds, they can see fires, and the only thing you get given UI-wise is I think you're shown a reactor blow. I think if the enemy's reactor is going off, you see it. I'm not certain on that though. Chat, do you see reactor cooking off warnings for the enemy? No, you don't. Okay, so they know nothing. The only thing you know about the enemy ships is what you can see with your eyeballs. The interface doesn't do anything for you. You have no interface in enemy ships in that way. Which is really scary, actually, that you don't know if their reactor's going to go off or not. Mina says, yeah, I kind of just got unlucky twice, I guess. Why? I wouldn't even call it luck, Mina. I think you just got to watch your positioning. I think it's not that your personal play with the ships is wrong. I think your strategic play, you got to follow someone else, right? I think you got to be like, oh, I'm on my own, and you got to go with someone else. I would try just following someone. Yeah, you got to zoom in on the ship to listen for sirens and see smoke, as Doobie says, which is really cool. So it's not just what you can see with your eyes, it's what you can hear. But no UI element tells you how badly hurt the enemy ship is, no. Which is cool. At first I was like, what the fuck? But as you get used to it, it takes like 5 minutes to get used to, and it's like, oh, this is cool. Fireman says, Intel Center gives a guess at the condition, but it has a lot of inaccuracy. Ah. Mina says, Beagle, I was supposed to be the frontline to get support, lol. That was our game plan at first when I went Bravo. Oh, then your team is fucking you. then your team is not following through and is leaving you in the lurch. Either way, keep an eye on those fuckers. Because they'll do it again to you. If you're too close to a reactor breaches, they just one-shot your ship. Yeah, it like slags your armor off and fucks you up. Yeah, it's not good. You don't want it to happen. You very much don't want it to happen. I mean, it says, my job was to keep Bravo and Overwatch Alpha and Charlie. Yeah, you were doing that well on that last match, but then I think where your ships ended up, you went in on them perhaps rather than retreating. I think if you're going to be left alone on that, like yourself on that, this is just my bird's eye opinion. I think in that last match, if you're going to do that job without dying, you probably wanted to stay very close to rock cover with fire lines on that cap point, and then when you saw the enemies overwhelming you, go backwards behind the rock and link up with the rest of your fleet again, rather than going in with them, going in against the enemy 2v1. That's what I would say. From my perspective, I wouldn't feel bad. I think your personal play seems fine, but just strategic positioning, I'd be very mindful of your strategic positioning to not get caught on your own. Because 2v1, 6,000 points of fleet versus your 3,000 points, you're just not going to win unless you massively outplay them. We're just waiting on Barley now. That's what I reckon anyway, Mina. I reckon you stick with the team this time, you're gonna do way better. Even if they've promised to stick with you. Alright. Let's go. Oh, we sure love Cow Chop, folks. I'm sure no one will die in a close combat Pavlov's house of an asteroid fight. Played this map once before, chat. I'm still very new to this game, of course, and I do know this map is very close quarters. It's just one big fucking pie to slice, one big asteroid to bumble around. Boss of this gym would have a great time here, I think. I bet it's both beams, we'll see, won't we? There's a planetary annihilation map. See, we could have played 0K after all. SDS unbelievably charming. Lost, Castaway, Silver for the Ferryman. I love the names of this fleet. Neutron Seas fleet. Yeah, you could, Mina, you could. Anyway. Sound off, vision off. Don't look at the chat. Stream off, don't stream snipe. Let's go. Oh wait, Mina, are you in this one? Is Mina in this one? Oh, no, Mina isn't this one. No. So you're fine. You don't have to get out of here. Well, let's watch it happen to someone else, Mina. Let's see who else gets caught on their own. I'm sure someone's gonna get caught on their own on this map. Banter says, everyone turn this goddamn stream off right now. So what do we got? Hell Shouts Priority Courier. What have we got? It's back. 3 for 3. Jarvis is back with everybody's favorite, the crowd's favorite. It's the Lone Solemn again. It's a different one. This one is called A Series of Unlikely Explosions. Well, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this battleship. Okay, I'm going to be keeping a close fucking eye on what this battleship causes to occur, what consequences it makes happen. Philip has local fire superiority and local fire deficit. 2 looks like same built Vauxhalls, light cruisers. 1 big battleship here for Cookie. Reggie's got, what's this? A bunch of Rances? No, Keystones. A Sprinter and 2 Keystones. Combat's begun already. With, what is CLS-3 launcher? Countermeasures? Or a PDT. What is your main gun? Oh, beam! Beam laser. Okay, we got beam lasers. And a PDT. Again, what is CLS? Torps? Okay, torps and beams. Close range, bitch. Philip's already engaging something. Is it just that pike, though, I think? From Sir Sneffels the Stalwart. Quite a few ships are already being detected. This little Corvette has taken unbelievably charming. So we can see the fleets for Alliance. Beams. Fungi Alex has a Vauxhall with a bunch of cannons. Keystone Destroyer with a bunch of cannons. DD. Electronic Warfare, Corvette. And a Rains Frigate. With PDT and a VLS launcher. Missile launcher. And they're all going off on their own. I don't see any of the Alliance fleets particularly sticking together, but of course you have to go out and get the points. Reggie's sending out a little Cap Corvette, which is going to run into a little Cap Corvette from the OSP. Reggie is then sending their 2 destroyers down to Cap B uncontested, so that'll be a nice point for the Alliance. Some damage already onto Barley. Barley's light cruisers are getting railed here from the side. Cookie Jarvis actually starting off strong here today. Ooh, the beam. Scrap heap of insufferable arrogance for Barley here. Is actually getting messed up really early, really quick. 18 destroyed modules, 3 damage, and 2 fires. A lot of nasty shit fucked up. That thing just wants to get to cover. It is going to make it to cover. Whether it can stay in cover. That puts all the tanking onto post-dated check loan, though. Barley's light cruiser sibling of the other one here. And as someone who's played a game or two before, I can tell you, I think there's probably too many enemies arrayed against you right now here, Barley. This is not good for you at all. I think Barley might be feeling the same thing right now. Only 5 damage modules, but don't worry, that number's about to go up more and more. They are going to use this icicle here to get into cover, but already this fleet is in trouble. And the situation isn't getting any better. Alliance pushing the advantage here. Haven't taken really any damage in return so far. And this combined fleet of Philip... No, not Philip. Fungi. Fungi and Jarvis. So it's Fungi's fleet going in with Jarvis. For once, having a bunch of escorts for the Solomon, which is going to be very good news for the Solomon, I think. He's probably just way ahead of the team. Let's have a look at the ESPN TAC map. Oh, what the fuck is that? That's Philip's shit going off. Hang on, this could be interesting. This is a salvo of S2 missiles with a jammer. Getting hits. Titanium Overture's got a reactor leak now. That's Greasy's light cruisers also now in trouble. Whew, in serious trouble. Good lord. This is a much better start for the Alliance than the previous 2 matches. OSP is in shambles up here. Let's give the River Rig counter moment. Yeah, like... that fight is just started and over, I think, before the OSP was ever ready for it. But what we have here, a pike barrage with a bunch of size 1 missiles. I don't know how much damage they're gonna do. Okay, Ronnie W. Virile is fucked. Was that a DD? Yeah, Fungi's Destroyer is fucked. I think Fungi's Destroyer was already fucked though. It's already life-potting. Because the reactor's already on like 20 seconds, so I think that one was already fucked, right? I think that one was already damaged. Unfortunately... not really doing anything there. Ronnie W. Virile is gonna explode now, though. Or not? Did they plug it again? There it is again. The reactor doesn't go off. Saved at 0.1 seconds or something, it seems.
The enemy is securing zone comment.
But yeah, that's the strat from, who's doing that on OSP? Neutron C, I think? No, Sir Snuffles. Sir Snuffles is doing the pike spam strat
Securing zone Atlas.
that I heard about yesterday.
The enemy is securing zone Boxer.
Where you just have a bunch of pikes with, size 1 missiles. Oh, that torpedo does not get to the Corvette. Corvette's having their own little fight over there. I mean, what else is there really to define this match? It's Sir Snuffle's pike spam, and then it's Neutron's fleet, which is also... It's an escort carrier, a journeyman, and a bunch of sprinters, yeah? A bunch of clippers, sorry. Not looking amazing for OSP, I think. At least you're getting this little Corvette fight. The Alliance's RSV Raz actually retreating in shame here, being chased down by Priority Courier of the T-20 cannon. Oh, because this thing only has the torpedo launcher, and if that can't get through... But if that does get through even once... It be weaving! Oh, it be weaving! Now you've got a hit. Instant response, engine flame out. Drive completely taken out. Bottom radar off. Big fucking problems, because you only need to hit one of those torpedoes for it to be a very bad time. The T-20 cannon is no longer firing. Is that because you lost your bottom radar? That might have been the radar that had the tracking lock, I think. You can see now the loathsome Alliance Corvette turns around knowing the time to strike is nigh. Have you got another one to finish it off? Oh yeah, you got 2 more of them. Are you going to give it another one, or are you happy with that? Bottom radar gone, can't take bottoms now. Oh no.
The enemy is securing zone Atlas.
With one hit, that was definitely turned around. Meanwhile... Oh no. Light cruisers, I mean cruisers are being sent in to die well now, but they're not dying very well at all. Absolute scrap heaps in space here. Is scrap heap of insufferable arrogance gonna pop up here and join the funeral? Slowly, it looks like that's the plan. Not really any fire even going back now. Oh, here come the pikes again, though. Yeah, some hits are occurring. Oh, no, these are R1 Perches, though. These aren't pikes. Oh, that's a big not good. Oh, that's so sad, because if those were any other rockets, that would have hurt. So R1 Perches can't really hurt the Solomon. Could have hurt, I think, any other ship here. It's just Axfords and Solomons they can't really penetrate. They just don't have the pen for it. It's a shame, too, because, like, this is the one part of the game I do know about, I can actually tell you about, is that, even Sturgeons are set up, too, so that's just a failure in loadout choice there for the target, unfortunately. Sturgeons are entirely capable of bringing, in fact, they're the only craft that OSB has, capable of bringing the R2 and R3 rockets that absolutely both can penetrate, well, R2 can't penetrate a Solomon, can penetrate basically everything else. R3 can fuck up a Solomon. Unfortunately, neither of those were brought today. Just a whole bunch of the R1 rocket pods. That will do you good up to a Keystone, to a Destroyer. It'll even, with limited effect, hurt a Vauxhall light cruiser. But it will not fuck an Axford, and it will not fuck a Solomon. I might be wrong about the Vauxhall too, actually, thinking on it. It might only be Keystones. I think R1s have limited effect on Vauxhalls, but don't quote me on that. You have to test that for yourself. Lackey says, I know there's no atmosphere, but it's goofy to be riding your gear down. I know, right? It does look goofy as hell. Those things can't even put gear up, though. Funnily enough, they're still capping A here. What's preventing you? Nope, nothing. There you go. Just continuing to press the advantage here. Oh, meanwhile, what's going on over on the side? Philip has sent in a torpedo and missile light cruiser to directly push... to directly push the OSP carriers. Is this R1 purchase again? Yeah. Now you can see there is limited effect here of the R1s. I really wish it was not R1s, but they are having some effect on the light cruiser. The light cruiser has a really light armor. Philip, yeah, this is Phillips. This is Phillips' local fire superiority. I mean, yeah, certainly there's 7 fires on board, so you're living up to your name. Whatever strikes do we have coming in? Goblin's got MLAA, I don't know what that is. HE frag, so that's anti-ship. We're looking for shaped here. Here we go. These pikes have 32 semi-active homing HE shaped charges. Oh, and a bunch of SDM2s as well. Oh, not SDM2s, just S2s. Wait, no, those were SDM2s? Those did nothing, that was frag, I think. A little salvo going out here. Here come the pikes. That's getting all PD'd. Now we see the S1 missiles impacting. Oh, that's a target worth hitting with those kinds of missiles. A lot of them do miss, go for the decoy. But at least half of them didn't. Just adding more problems to local fires already now. And I think with 27 destroyed modules, 15 damage, and 10 fires, I think local fire superiority might be done. Meanwhile, Philip's other light cruiser has split up from the first one. Is off doing its own thing. What's going on down here? Ah, the Corvette fight has been rejoined. What is going on here? They're both mooning each other with dead engines. Main of line looks quite fine, but are you out of ammo? What's your deal, main of line? What's your weaponry? You have none. You have none. You're just here to cap. Whereas Last Castaway has a C-30 cannon and multiple missile launchers. What's an MLS launcher? Unfortunately, also has a fucked reactor, but it's back online now. It's moving backwards, very anime dramatic, says Yamsis. I agree. What does OSP still have going here? It's apparently not over yet, which is interesting. Because I kind of stopped paying attention to the cruiser fight up here for a while because it was going, like, so badly for OSP. I mean, it still is. Like, this fucker has 28 destroyed modules. Benny says OSP roll-off launcher can fire 4 missiles from a magazine and reload. Oh, cool. That feels like it's heading on a very bad angle there on the sloped armor. It doesn't look like it's doing a lot. I mean, Barley's ships are just trying to get to cover here. We've been missing.
Enemy is securing zone con.
Both these cruisers are pretty fucked. I don't expect much from them for the rest of this match. I feel like the problem from what I've seen so far from these carriers is they don't have anti-big. Oh, here we go. H322 Musen Carb. What is wrong with the people who play in my community? What does that mean? Why does that stick in my head as something familiar, but I can't tell you what it's from? I feel like it's anime, and that's why I was loathsome of it. I'm certain that's a JoJo. It's a god from Smite? Oh, that's actually very tasteful then. No, you're right, I do know that name, but it's not a JoJo, that's actually a god, yes. I love that you said it's a god from Smite, by the way. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's that god from Smite. I don't think Smite, invented them. Oh, this is interesting too. Is this, OSP? No, this is bad for OSP. This is not how OSP can still win. This is ANS.
The enemy is securing zone comment.
This is ANS going in with more of these, size 1 missiles. Hey, that's Zeus from Percy Jackson. Yeah, the beam destroyers are just more winning for Alliance right now, though. They're actually beaming a few of these guys, it seems, unless that was PD or the missiles got through. I want to say they're actually beaming these fucking things. They're putting in some more of these size 1 missiles, which I do not expect to do a lot of damage even if they hit. And they are not hitting. What, maybe this one? Nope. They will not be getting through. Kind of interesting that you've got, like... Oh no, I was gonna say it's one of the cruisers. This is just a carrier getting fucked up. Ah, boss of this gym moment. I like how it's upside down. Just to really rub it in how chill they are and how not chill you are. You are the soy jack. It's over for you too, Solar. Getting done by the beam destroyers from below. Solomon from one side. Local Fire Spirity from the other, who has lived on to finish off this carrier. Then what else do we have? What's left? Neutron with the pike spam. No, Snuffles has the pike spam. Neutron has a normal loadout, sorry. What are Barley's Rex up to? Yeah, what's Barley's Rex up to? Great idea. Oh! That's what Barley's Wreck is up to. What's going on up here, champ? Oh, yeah. It's like a Rimworld infection. Like, they're gonna heal that in time before the pawn dies, I think. Yeah, no problem. We're done with that. So Snuffle says, get eliminated. First thing I see coming back in here is my girlfriend complaining about losing Ratcorn on me, Lamau. This is the life of being a digital gladiator, Sir Snuffles. This is how it goes. These missiles are slow as fuck. Oh, that was a nice hit, though. Oh, that was a very nice hit. Those do a lot of damage, hey. Say goodbye to somewhere out there. That ship is fucked. This payload bumping. Still nothing going on with the Corvette battle here. Oh, I say that, but actually... What the fuck? What is obliterating you? Ah. Fungi Alex is just playing target practice. Wait a minute, no, you're on their team. What is killing you? Was I looking at the wrong one? I was looking at the wrong one. Yeah. No, yeah, Fungi's just obliterating this thing with flak? Reggie's out. The crash strikes again for Reggie. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that does really look like flak, or at least, obviously, at least some kind of fragmentation around. What is that? I guess I could mouse over them. It is flak? Yeah. Interesting that it can do damage against ships this small. They're just that thin-skinned, I guess. They're like Elon Musk when people found out that he was paying someone to play his Path of Exile character for him. They're just that thin-skinned.
The enemy secured zone comment.
And that's GG, I think. I think the OSP has agreed to surrender that one. Life pods away. Yeah, that match was very fucked for OSP, like, instantly. Like, that starting engagement over the top of Caltrop there was just fucked. Everything was just gone in an instant. I think especially because OSP is the more, like, guerrilla faction, they definitely couldn't afford to get caught into that standing fight at close range there. Maybe if Ghost Monitor Fleet was here, it would have been different, but, yeah. Bradley says, I very much dislike that command cruiser. I was not expecting it to turn so slow. Yeah, Barley, get bodied. You got caught broadside on? Yeah. We were all saying, look at Barley. His ships are so slow. Okay, so the allegations have been beat. A series of unlikely explosions actually did great. Also, oh no, this was Reggie's, right? I was gonna say, I thought that was a solo battleship again. Yeah, the battleship actually got to have a great time this time. 23k damage, only received 168, but repaired 1281. Make it make sense. Does your damage received get lowered compared to how much you've repaired? Is it like by the end of the match? That's Durox, I think, Forsharin. No, that's a different Greasy, I don't know. We have two Greasies. Filter and Tuntuli, let's go down the line. Reggie's ship's done a lot. 21k from Philip. And then 7k on Local Fire's Brody. Local Fire Deficit did a lot in that median engagement. Torrent says, like, the fascism and sexism and stuff was forgivable, but cheating at a video game that crosses the line. Well, you see, the problem is, Torrent, Elon Musk has now lost the gamers. It's not that, like, one group that hates Elon Musk has cancelled him over Path of Exile 2. It's that he's just doing a run of pissing off every single group of anyone who's ever supported him or not cared about him. Like, he's pissed off Asmongold. He's pissed off the king of default white men. Like, you've got a problem now as Elon Musk, considering who you've been courting when you've done that. When you've lost Asmongold's audience. Anyway, Fungi not bad with the 7k. And with Truce and Winch with 13k as well. Was this like the Corvette fight? What is this? No, it's got guns way too big to be a Corvette. That must be a Keystone or something. I don't know. That's already Devil's ship. It didn't get handed over. Yeah. That's right. Bannon started as a WoW Goldseller. It's core demo. That's right. Over on the OSP team. I mean, at least you guys did some damage, but yes, you had a very bad time up there. All these cruisers just got ambushed so fucking hard, so quick, and that was really the match. Yeah, I've seen that Blinky, yeah. Neutron C. Didn't get to do a ton of damage just on numbers. Last Castaway in the Corvette fight got to do a ton actually, was their great victory. The Kudas here did okay. What were they hitting with mostly? They got like 3 hits off some SGM2s. That's a lot of damage for only 3 hits. Those warheads must be massive. That's a massive amount of damage for just 3 of them. And then it was Sir Snuffles with the Pikes. And the Pikes did not get to do too much either, I think. They had 5,000 damage from 43 hits. Yeah, just... the strat is good, but I think with OSP having 2 carriers here, 2 very carrier-heavy players, the big problem I noticed was they did not have the the ordnance for the fight. Like... When you see the Sturgeons firing R1s instead of R2s or R3s, it's like, oh fuck. Because ANS here, once again, had the big Solomon. I mean, I guess no, like, they only had the one Solomon. Like, these munitions could have done a lot of damage, but they were not hitting the right targets. They needed to be hitting everything but the Solomon, and yet it feels like, back when it mattered, they were all targeting the Solomon, which they just could not, you could not get through with those munitions. They just do not have the penetration. Yeah, no, they can't. As doubles, they can't. We were talking about that during the match. They just... I've tested all that shit, and they just cannot. I can actually run through what they can here. I'll bring my notes up. I'll put the lobby up again. Hang on. Lobby's up. Let's go back to pillars. Level says, by the way, Beagle, I sent you some links to good maps in the Neb channel for next time. Awesome! I will check them out. Thank you. Yeah, I'll read you it out right now, Sir Schnuffles, because I was very curious when I did the testing myself. And you can kind of check it yourself a little bit by comparing munition penetration to armor, but it doesn't tell the whole story. Because, of course, you can get, like, limited effectiveness. So, here it is again. So, Tier 1 of munitions is 100mm HE cannons, this is for OSP, and R1 rockets. 100mm HE works up to range very well, has a limited impact, but still has an impact on keystones and levies. A very limited impact on light cruiser Vauxhall. Ineffective at Axford, you cannot hurt it. I don't know if you can like hit it over and over and eventually get through, but can't hurt it off the flush. The R1 rockets, similar, effective up to the range and levies, limited impacts on keystones and Vauxhalls, but I did notice with 36 of them on a Vauxhall and one salvo, eventually the armor got blown through and it started doing damage. Doesn't do anything against Axford again. Axford is the real cutoff point, where your Tier 1 munitions just can't really do anything. Tier 2 munitions are R2 Piranha rockets and KBU-15 bombs if you want to use the bombs. I haven't had much success for them because they're really only good against crippled chips, but that is useful for finishing stuff off if you're not using guided munitions. Anyway, and obviously this doesn't count for guided munitions, that's on you, that's your own thing. But you can probably compare whatever guided munitions you make, the armor penetration of them, to these munitions and kind of go, oh, okay, if this has an R1's level of armor pen, then I can do that to it. So, R2 Piranhas are effective up to Vauxhall, still ineffective against Axford, which is important to note. R2s are basically you're getting a actual impact against Keystones and Vauxhalls compared to R1s, but they still can't really hurt Axfords. KBU-15 bombs are effective up to Vauxhall. They have a limited effects against Axfords. They do not hurt Solomons at all. And then finally, you've got Tier 3. You've got R3 Spearfish rockets. Those are everything. Those will fuck Solomons up. So those are no problem. That is what you want to bring. You want to have a loadout. I think I just have a loadout of just R3s when I'm going Solomon hunting. Because there's not even any point bringing R2s unless you want to just, like, confuse the PD. Which I don't think is economically worth it for R2s. And then I just have some, like, guided missiles and torpedoes that can pen Solomons as well. But yeah, basically that's how it goes. Is if you're going for Axfords or Solomons, bring R3s. You can use R2s against Axfords, you can bring them as well. But generally... No, sorry, R2s aren't effective against Axfords, sorry, I'm looking at the bombs. Yeah, just bring R3s for Axfords and Solomons. Or bring guided missiles with good penetration. Everything else is for Vauxhall and below, essentially. And R1s are very... and HE cannons, you know, are going to have a very hard time with Vauxhalls. Anyway, that's that. Hopefully that helps. Philip says, I'm very glad how the match went for you. You got some good damage in, Philip. Alright, so we got Team Scramble. We got Team Scramble, we got Fungi and Sir Snuffles on OSP again. Ahi and Grey. We don't know who these people are, so that's good enough for me. Oh, but one of them is Canadian. The literal, Her Majesty's Canadian ships are here. That's fun. And then we've got Cookie, Greasy, Neutron, and Astolfo over here. Okay, these teams look okay to go again, I reckon. Snuffle says, that was my first time playing carry in PvP. Just happy I managed to keep the flight decks moving. Yeah, absolutely. If that's your first time, like, it's very overwhelming. But yeah, once you know what munitions can strike what, it gets a lot easier because you can actually like get effective strikes out. Like you had munitions on target. If they'd been the right kind, you would have done a lot of damage. Sadly, His Majesty now. Yeah, it is sad. Yeah, that was fun, Philip. I saw that. All right, ready when them two are. Thought Beagle was about to dig at Canadians again. No, you guys have got too much going on right now. I wouldn't. Who's pinged me? Someone's pinged me. Oh, that was Wolf with the maps. Thank you, Wolf. Probably will install these now. Oh, not now. No, install these for next time, sorry. I see there's 5 people who would play 0K as well. So maybe we can do like 0K for the last hour and a half or 2 hours. Maybe after this one. I mean, maybe we should play 2 more Nebs if we've got the time for it, because then we can see... I know it's different players every time, but we can see whether OSP or Alliance wins overall. You can install them now, just need to restart your neb. Yeah, I don't want to fuck around with it though and get them to everyone else. Or is it a case of the host just needs to have them? Is it only the host that needs to have the maps and the players don't? Because I was waiting because I thought everyone needed to have them. Oh, just host? Oh, cool! Oh, maybe I will then real quick, yeah. Maybe for the last match we can have a different map. That could be fun.